EFF leader Julius Malema wants White to oppose white monopoly capital. Malema was speaking at the Property Owners Association convention in Cape Town. Malema says white people are beneficiaries of colonialism and the apartheid regime. He wants white property owners to help the landless in the country, the majority of whom are black and poor. Malema further called on shopping centre developers to assist small township traders by giving them rent-free space. Meanwhile, critics question Malema's motive for picking up on the white monopoly capital narrative. The phrase has come to light again after the public protector advocate Busisiwe Mkhwebane found that Absa Bank should pay back an apartheid-era loan. Julius Malema says, and I quote, "White monopoly capital does exist, there was a deliberate creation of it. Rupert is one of the people who are monopolizing. White supremacy is so arrogant. When we speak of white monopoly capital, even whites who don't have land come to defend it when they must actually join us. If there is a disruption we need today, it is a neoliberal short-sightedness," end quote. Prominent figures have increasingly been using the white monopoly capital narrative.
Over the past 2 decades, the financial sector in South Africa has grown enormously. And the major banks and their corporate elites have made billions of rands, but this growth has not been for the benefit of the majority of South Africans.
The level of corruption that we have seen coming from white monopoly capital in this country, we cannot, as a federation, allow our members to be used in a political project. This has got nothing to do with saving South Africa. South Africa, we need to save it from exploitation.
But embattled Western Cape Premier Helen Zille has slammed those using the term white monopoly capital.
I think we're living in a fool's paradise if we don't see how profoundly the debate has been racialized and how increasingly minorities are being used as scapegoats in South Africa for the ANC's failure to make this country work with all the resources they had at their disposal. So suddenly it becomes the whites' fault. Suddenly it becomes white monopoly capital's fault. And ironically, that narrative was framed in Britain by Bell Pottinger and has been picked up by everybody, including fake Twitter. And then they tried to disguise it in pseudo-academic language like decolonization. Believe me, there is something very sinister going on below that surface.
The key question now is Julius Malema taking his cue from Bell Pottinger on the white monopoly capital narrative?
We are actually talking about an elite transition in South Africa, a macroeconomic socialist leaning trajectory was actually transformed through an elite transition from apartheid to a neoliberal standing. And this is what actually happened. We didn't have much say in what was negotiated for this country, whether the ANC or the people backing the ANC. There was not much room for movement. The economy is divided into two, the white economy and the black economy. And the black economy, so to speak, joined BRICS, and that was the biggest mistake for them. Because now the economy is owned by whites completely. And they call the shots as far as the economy, whether it's breweries or banks, whether it's whatever part of the economy, the media. And the new public protector went for the heart of capital. And the hostile corporate mainstream media cartels were unleashed against her, and they will do anything and everything to sink her and to discredit her and undermine her.